as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Stop. Left. Hey, uno.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Tony.
First down.
All right.
First and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll get this complete to Trey Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. And the Bills at 11-1 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
18. 19 Texas. Buggy.
The throwing again is Stroud. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
A gain of 6.
And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mark Andrews with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing in the coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Nick Bonito in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5.
All right. 11. Ready? White Tony. Let the hot.
Stroud out of the gun here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
18, 11.
6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Why Tony? Oh, ready?
Here's Stroud. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Giants nothing.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mixing up the middle. And they'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11. Why, Tony?
Stroud. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Buggy. Oh, ready. Hey, no more. Hey, south.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marvin Harrison Jr. 25 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Carlson on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Bills 20, Giants nothing.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A handoff to Pcen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal, Giants.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Pcen will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
118. What's up? 11. South. 19 Texas.
And Stroud now to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just short of midfield.
He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. But Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Pcen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Puka Nacua, 65 yards. And the Giants are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Giants 14.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Tony.
Throwing out right here, caught by Alavo. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
All right.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, let's go. 118. Let's go. 11. Hey, south. Hey.
Stroud working out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Trey Harris, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
26, Giants 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Let's go. 63. Easy, 63,
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
2nd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
180.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
At the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He may go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Giants 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Great. 73.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
All right.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Hey, south. 118. What's up? 19 Texas.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll get that complete to Harrison. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 2nd and 7.
Second down.
Look at hot.
45-yard line.
Swap. Another swap. Hey, open up. Buggy. 11. Hey, Uno Mars.
Now Stroud. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
18, 19 Texas.
Stroud to throw it. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Bills, first down. 1st and goal.
Look at the
9-yard line.
Hey, Uno.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
11. Hey, Uno Mars. Hey, south.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Look at hot. Hey, Uno. Buggy.
3rd and goal, Stroud. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Mark Andrews. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Puka Nacua, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants get a bit closer. The point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Giants' 25-yard line.
Charles, a lot of